All right, greetings from S4 Tampa. We're here with Richard Springer at Fortinet. Richard, what are you showing here for the folks at S4?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity with our new display wall to really talk about some different concepts about IT-OT convergence and also about modernization. So with that, let's just talk using the wall. And when I talked about convergence, we talk about when we're connecting IT to OT, about the networks working amongst themselves. And that's also part of what's going on around the world as far as modernization. We're connecting the corporate world to the industrial world, and that can be infrastructure, manufacturing, or any other unique industrial types of processes. So as you can see with the board, we're talking about the connection through the internet, going through corporate, and then we come and we cross the line from IT to OT. And here we're looking at a FortiGate indoor next-gen firewall. We're also looking at a large rugged FortiSwitch as well. And so pretty common components, but we have ruggedized just in case we need those in harsh environments. Once we make those initial connections and we start to get into segmentation across the various networks in OT, we also have our other ruggedized products as well. Additional FortiGate firewalls, as you see here amongst these layers, and of various sizes. The antennas here is because this is a dual 5G modem ruggedized firewall. So you need all these antennas in order to support that dual connectivity. Below that, we have various switches, also ruggedized, and that then leads to connecting to our devices in the factory or in critical infrastructure, or the ability to connect out to remote field sites across any vertical, and then getting down to the device security as well. So just a nice display of the ruggedized products. Of course, we also have our indoor products as well. So whether you're in a clean room in a manufacturing environment in semiconductors, or if you're up tower in northern Sweden and you need a ruggedized product, we have those as well.
So wide spectrum of products. Maybe let's zero in a little bit on OT security, and maybe what you see, you talk to customers day in, day out. What is an area in the OT that you still feel there needs more focus, more attention from various end users?
Great question, and it really does vary because there's so much variation in customer cyber journeys in OT. The first is that when we're connecting for the first time is that we really need robust and modern security. So with the FortiGate next generation firewall, it has an intrusion protection system inside of that. So we're able to analyze that traffic both for the sake of IT and then also OT. So that OT security service that is part of the FortiGate and extended through the switch is what is necessary to protect these unique devices that are operating off of a unique communication system or protocol. So if we don't have that unique security, then we're blind to that type of traffic. And in the industrial world, these devices are the most vulnerable. They're very reliable, but they're also usually typically very old and not really built for security. So it's really important that we're able to not only make the first connection while we're modernizing, but we have unique OT security solutions to protect the devices that are doing the pumping, the packaging, and protecting critical infrastructure.
Thank you, Richard. What's the most exciting thing that you look forward to in the next couple of years in this space?
Well, there's a lot of excitement going on, and from an OT security standpoint, it's kind of a good news, bad news. The bad news is that when we're making these connections for the first time and we're connecting out to the internet, we're also opening up the attack space for the bad actors in the world. However, we're realizing that and we're acknowledging that, and so we're seeing the CISOs coming in, or the IT teams, because they've elevated that OT risk to know that this is valid and we need to protect all this critical infrastructure. So there's a lot more people coming to the table to ask about how do I connect, how do I segment, and how do I protect my OT devices. So there's just a lot of momentum built right now. And then from that, because we've had events and so forth, there is a regulatory piece of this as well. And not that we need to operate purely off of regulations, but it does raise the common denominator of security, and that is going to make our personal livelihoods better because it is, again, protecting critical infrastructure as well.
Thank you so much.